What's up, everybody? It's John coming at you live tonight. How's everyone doing tonight? I am here with you tonight live, and we're going to go a different route. Normally I do these rips, these unboxings, blaster box openings, things like that, but we're going to go with something a little bit different tonight. I was going through all of my old cards, getting everything together, putting together the sets that I have, uploading things on eBay, selling off things on eBay, slowly getting all that together. It's been a very tedious task, and was going through just making sure I had certain things I could put these sets up online. A new one that I'm going to be putting up on eBay is 1987-88 O-Pee-Chee full set, plus 2 graded cards that I think I showed you guys in the PSA lot that I had did a video for the other night, and we're going to put that on eBay. That's a mint condition set, never been touched aside from me just pulling out those 2 cards. I don't even think I even looked through those when I bought them years and years and years ago. But so I was working on that and just going through my old cards, and I came across these old vintage cards that I have. These are the first cards that I had when I was a youngster. So these are dating back to the early 70s. I was a very, very young kid. So I wasn't collecting anything back then. I think my parents just bought me these, and I play with them so much, and they're so weathered, but I haven't really looked at them, gosh, in over 30-some year. Most of these in this pile right here. So the top 4 ones, the first 4, I did actually take a picture of a few months ago. But the rest of these, I haven't looked through these, so I don't know what we're going to be finding in here. There's some I can see that are ripped. That must have been part of something that were attached together, and I tore them up down here. We're going to get those there at the bottom. But the rest of these we're going to check out, and they're not in good condition at all. If I was to send these in to get them graded, either PSA or Becca, they would come back probably as a 1 or 2, maybe a 3. I played with these when I was a child, and so the corners are all just beat to all hell, and just the sides are bad. These are not really, they're not worth anything. If they were in mint condition, though, they'd be worth a ton. So we're going to look through this pile here. I'm curious to see what I have. It's the only stack of really, really old cards that I have. The rest of them, I started really collecting them in 1977. So from that point on, I was smart. I was a little bit older. And my dad said, you got to take care of these. They're going to be worth something down the road. And I kind of understood that stuff, and so I did. And so from 1977 and on, those years are like really in good shape, majority of them, and then obviously new cards. But first, the background stuff you're going to see here. These things all came in this really cool Pirates Charities backpack that I received as a gift, and I made a video a few weeks ago for it, but I ended up deleting it because the video was horrific. The bag was so big, and I ended up knocking the camera over, and it just was just a disaster. I ended up deleting the video because it was just embarrassing. I didn't want to have that on YouTube or Facebook or anywhere. And I think a few people saw it. So if you did, you got a good chuckle out of that. And but these things, these are a few of the items. There were so many things that came in that backpack: a beach towel, blow ups this and blow up that, and figurines, and a pillow, and all this crazy stuff. And these are the autographed baseballs that came in the backpack. One's Colin Moran, current rookie third baseman for the Pittsburgh Pirates, who we got in the trade for the Houston Astros for Garrett Cole. And the other baseball over here is Rennie Stennett, old second baseman. One of my players I loved when we moved here from Pittsburgh. He was on his last years as a Pirate, and eventually went, I think, on to other teams after that, Giants perhaps. But that's his signed baseball there. And in between is the really cool bullpen car, kind of toy model, whatever you want to call it. That was in the backpack as well. So figured to use that as a backdrop tonight. We're going to check out these cards. Let's see what we have here. The one right on top is a classic player. We all know this gentleman is Hank Aaron. This is when he was on the Milwaukee Brewers, but you can see the corners and stuff are just really just bad. They're all dinged up, and the centering is terrible on this card. If it was a mint condition card, my God, it would be worth something, but the back is just bad. But this is one of the ones I had taken a picture of a few months back. Here's another one that I had taken a picture of. This is Lou Brock, St. Louis Cardinals. These are from like 75. I want to say 76 maybe. It's hard to read these. You can see the dates on there. George Brett. This one's way awesome. You can see why these cards are so valuable when they are in pristine condition and the centering is good. A lot of them are never never centered, and if there is one or two of them out there, that's why the value of them ends up being super high. Got Dennis Eckersley from that same year. Pretty cool card. And then this is even older. This is from 1974, 73. Goose Gossage, Rich Gossage, when he was on the Chicago White Sox. This card is beat. It's like creased in the middle. I mean, I must have just played with this and play with this and play with this. This is cool. Pittsburgh Pirates team card from 1974 or 5 maybe. Danny Murtaugh was the manager. Here's Richie Hebner. And you can see how badly destroyed these cards are. I mean, all the way around. I mean, I don't know. I didn't put them in like bicycle spokes or anything like that and ride them around. I think I just play with them so much and probably didn't take very good care of them. And they ended up just being all tattered up. Here's Jim Rooker. Pretty cool. Rod Carew. Minnesota Twins. Has him as second baseman. He eventually played first base. But this one he was a second baseman. 1975 earned run leaders. Jim Palmer, Jim Hunter, Catfish Hunter, and Dennis Eckersley. That one isn't, I mean, that's in much better condition than most of them. Maybe I'll put it, if I see anything good and I see that's all dog-eared there, if I see anything in here, maybe I will put them aside. You never ever know. These older cards. Kenta Colvey. Again, these are from one of my archives. Like, there's a little section I had in one of the boxes upstairs, and I just was so sad to look at them. I didn't want to even touch these at all because I just would be super depressed. But I figured, you know what? When I was going through everything, let me make a video for these just to kind of document this stuff, but just also see what I have here. And you never know. Here's Ed Kirkpatrick, Pirates outfielder. So these are from 75, 76, maybe 75. Ramon Hernandez. This car's so beat up. Look at that. It's bad. Like a big dent in here. Larry Demiri, Pirates pitcher. Atlanta Braves, the old uniforms they used to have. Rod Gilbreth. Mike Thompson, Atlanta Braves. Oh, this is so beat up. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is just terrible. It's painful to see these. Willie Montanez, Bruce Miller, Chris Spire. This isn't even his rookie card. I think he played later on. I have cards of him in the later 70s, but these are really bad. Just beat up, man. I must have put him in a shoe box and shook him up. Charlie Huff. Oh, boy. Dusty Baker. Look how young he is here. Before he became a kind of not a very nice man coach. Dodgers get Dusty Baker from the Braves. So they make these trades back, then they would come out with a card for it. It's kind of cool. Willie Crawford. Yeah, none of these are worth even sending in. Greg Nettles, look at that. All-star, third base, New York Yankees. This is really just beat up bad. This is not a rookie card or anything. It's just cool to see that. You can see it's all weathered here. Father and son big leaguers, Buddy Bell and Gus Bell. Boy, if I'd only taken better treated these better, it would have been much more nicer video here. 1976 rookie pitchers. Checklist card, 75, 76. So we're getting the 74 or 75 maybe still. Stolen base leaders, Lou Brock and Bill North. Yeah, it's pretty beat up. Nothing good here. Just the history of it is the only good thing here. It's 25 years at Topps, 1975. Ray Fosse. The Tribe requires Fosse from the A's. Man, this is beat up bad. Oh, man. Matt Alexander. I think this is the same Matt Alexander playing the 79 World Series team for the Pirates. Beat up. Elliot Maddox. Rusty Staub. I think he's passed away this past year. Le Grand Orange goes to the Motor City. Interesting. Laren LeGros. Yes, bad shape. Nothing good here. It's double of this guy. Dan Meyer. No. Milt May. Andy Hassler. Is it bent? Mike Miley. I've seen videos for these retro cards, but like new, like they're purchasing packs that must have been preserved, and they're so much money. And the cards are still off centered like these are, but they're just in pristine condition. These are not. Marty Patton. John Mayberry. The cards are really bad. I could probably sell these total for $10. Is my guess. Whole pile of these are $10. Someone will buy them. Amos Otis. This is just, I want to cry so bad. So bad. This is torn up. Bob Stinson. Some really bad ones are coming up. We can see them in the pile here. Bill Sharp. Allie Hendricks. Wow. Al Bumbry. See, all it's just really beat up. I must have played with these and played with these and played with these and played with these. Ken Singleton. Dennis Leonard. It's beat up. Cookie Rojas with those cool glasses there, Cookie. Jim Wolford. Another Cookie Rojas. So it's even in worse shape. It's Texas Rangers. Bill Fahey. Got Joe Lovito. Corners are not nearly as bad. Let's see up here. Roy Howell. Texas Rangers. Bobby Bonds, Barry Bonds' dad. Yankees trade Bonds to the Angels. Beat up. It's a shame. Sorry if I sound depressed on this. This is kind of depressing looking at this stuff, but it's just actually kind of cool, though, too. These are so old. Jerry Morales. Rick Monday. Al Hrabosky. Ron Fairley. Not seeing anything I can put aside. Maybe one. I found one that kind of might be better than some that wouldn't even submit these. Ed Kranepool. Now, if they're from like the 40s or something, that's a totally different thing. But they're not as old as that. Merv Redmond. Doug Flynn. Beat up, bent. Ed Armbruster. Pedro Borbone. I think Doc Ellis bit this guy's ear. I got two Pedro Bourbones. Ken Griffey, look at that. Ken Griffey Jr.'s dad. He's all beat up too. Some traded card. Mike Lum joins the Big Red Machine. Daryl Cheney. Joe Morgan. This one actually isn't as well. Let's see right here. Let's see, it's bad. Padres. Danny Frisello, the big smile on his face. He's just happy to have a job. Pitching for the Padres. Yes, he is. Randy Jones. Dave Tomlin, I think he was in the Pirates after this, maybe. The Randy Jones. Ted Kubiak. The corners are really bad. I mean, some of these could be submitted, but the corners are so bad. They're going to come back as like maybe a 3. They're not worth anything. Fred Kendall. This one actually is in not bad shape. All right, maybe we can put this one aside below. It's not centered properly, so center's terrible in the back too. You can see all this over here. It's way over on this side. Obviously didn't have the technology back then. Enos Hernandez. Larry Durker. I think he coached the Astros for a while. I think he's still involved with the team, maybe. Jose Cruz. Mike Cosgrove. Check out that hair. Sweet. Cesar Cedeno. Enos Cabell. See, I remember these guys when I was a kid. They were young, though, and these are Cliff Johnson. There's Cesar Cedeno. Let's beat up Marty Perez. Buzz Capra. This one's destroyed. It's all bent and everything. Rod Gilbreth. I think we saw him earlier. Lee Lacy. He was on the Pirates. Braves get Lacy in a 6-player deal. And the Dodgers. Rick Ruschel. That one's destroyed too. Jeff Zane. Some Phillies here. Terry Harmon. Third grade condition might not be worth anything. Kitty Cat swap to the Phillies. Jim Cott. Jim Longborg. Wow. Steve Carlton card. Beat up. There's some dog ears here. Here. Down here all weathered. It's a shame. Dave Cash. Expos. Montreal Expos. Mike Jorgensen. Woody Fryman. The corner is actually not bad in this one. Ooh, maybe we found one. Halfway decent card. Down here, that's all beat up. Still, keep that one aside. Montreal Expos team card. Manager Carl Kuehl. Pepe Frias. He's just happy too. Look at that. Hello, Pepe. The Woody Fryman. This one's in worse shape, so we actually got a decent card. We got 3 maybe. Jerry Terrell. Tippy Martinez. Yankees. Rudy May. You see me flipping them around. I'm looking at these corners here. I can see the edges. And I'm going to make sure there's no dents, bends. You never know. I mean, I haven't looked at these in over 30 years, so longer than that, most of them. It's Pat Dobson, got Oakland A's team card. Pretty cool. But just no center. Dick Tidrow. Yeah, not worth putting aside. Fred Stanley. Got a California Angels, Ellie Rodriguez. Got 2 of them. It's beat up there. So actually isn't that bad. Just one little mark there. No. Dan Meyer. Their May traded card. Al Cowens. What got off center? That one is Kansas City Royals. Roy Howell. We did these ones at the bottom. It's going to be really depressing because they're torn up and everything else. Leo Cardenas. Jim Spencer. Rudy May. Fran Healy. No. Indians. Fritz Peterson. John Ellis. Dave LaRoche. Ed Crosby. Beat up. Trade card. Bill Singer. Beat up. Steve Hargan. Rangers. Bill Fahey. No. Boston Red Sox. Rick Miller. Beat up. Jim Fregosi, man, this one's really bad. Look at that. It just looks like I rode over with my bike. It's so bad. Look at that. It's all something to it. Dave Moats. Look at these old White Sox jerseys. Those were cool. They're kind of a red, off pink kind of looking color. Niles Nyman. What's up, Niles? I play outfield for the Chicago White Sox. Yes, you do. Pretty cool. Denny Doyle. Dave Money. I remember him. Corners. There's always one bad one. Let me put that one aside. Okay, Rick Austin. You can tell this one's not good. Carl Yastrzemski. Bad corners. Dick Drago. I was living in Boston during this time, so the Red Sox were my team. Tom House. They painted his hat on here. This is before the Adobe days, before they had graphic design, and they would paint on they painted the collar here too. Notice that in hockey cards, baseball ones. Ferguson Jenkins. They painted his hat too, looks like. Look at that. And Crosby had that one. Milton Matz, like a third one. This is just throwing in here. Bud Harrelson. Look at this. This is like beat up. This is from 1969. This was the heritage of this last year. Heritage tops this design. This I think I remember finding on the street or something. It is so worn out. Someone must have dropped this. Why it was sitting there, and this is probably it's probably mid-70s. Somebody left that there. Someone left it in the street. Okay. These are from 1972. What was I doing with these? I would have been 3 or 4. Tom Shope, beat up. Another one, beat up. Mike Nagy, Red Sox. Wow, man, these are old. Put these aside and just look. Even though they're really, really beat up, you never know. Larry Boa. This is his rookie card. His second year card, Larry Boa. Oh, way out centered and everything. Okay, Danny LeMaster, Montreal Expos. Wow, this is all beat up, man. Look at this. It looks like I ate it or something. This is too much of the dog in it. We had dog back then, pie trainer. Another pie trainer. 2 of them. Sporting News, Lefty Grove. Turn Back the Clock. 1977. Bill Lee. This is from 73. This card. All beat up. I don't know why I have these. I would have been way, way too young. Maybe my parents just bought them for me to keep me quiet. Who knows? Danny Walton. Sorry. Andy Messersmith. LA Dodgers. Looks like a painted hat. Jim Ray. These are really, really beat up. What if I bought these somehow? Wilbur Wood. Felix Milan. Now, I'm getting a card sent to me. An autograph from this guy. The 1977 fan favorite sing Topps Heritage. His Topps Archives card. Sorry. That's being sent to me soon. It should arrive soon. I didn't realize I had one of his old cards. Beat up really bad, but pretty cool. Tug McGraw, who's in the Mets. John Strohmeyer, Montreal Expos. Ray Lamb, Cleveland Indians. These guys' eyes closed there. Here's this from 1974. My wife's have a random 1974 card. Jim Lytle. Okay, these are the ones that are going to make me sad. So 1975, Bill Singer, California Angels, and for some reason, I don't know why these are cut, and I did something with this, with tape or something weird. Steve Renko, Tom Walker, beat up. Bob Stinson, Ken Frayling, Pete Lecoq. Again, I cut this for some weird reason. Why did I do that? I don't know. 6. Do dumb stuff when you're that little. Jerry Kuzman. Al Hrabosky. Frank Tapedino. Craig Robinson. I know. These were somehow attached. I don't know why. I must have cut them instead of leaving them alone. I don't know what I was thinking. Vic Carell. See an Astros card here, and I taped. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, Andy Messersmith. Steve Yeager. John Billingham. Oh, man. George Foster. Look at that. That's pretty beat up. That's not even worth even putting aside. Ed Goodson. Bill Halecki. Let's go Giants. Larry Hardy. Paul Blair. Bent. Grant Jackson. Look at that. Cut it. Or is it cut like that? It might be cut like that. Look at that. That's cut bad on their end. On Topps end. Grant Jackson was in the Orioles. Bent, and then some Padres guy below it. Wow. Ellie Hendricks. Jim Fuller. Man, if I could find a box of these and I spent thousands of dollars, I would die. Because this is like one of my favorite years. Greg Nettles. 1975. Dave Pegeen. Cecil Upshaw. Jim Perry. Oh, it's depressing. Look at this. Willie Horton. Torn. Oh, man. Look at that. So sad. Doug Rader. Rick Miller. Jim Slayton. Bill Parsons. John Odom. Ted Kubiak. Ed Herman. And the last card is Ellie Rodriguez. We hit it from another year, too. Wow. Those are the old archive cards that I have when I was a youngster before I started actually collecting them. And it just goes to show you, if you have young children and they want cards, teach them to take care of them or put them away, let them look at them once and put them away in the closet in a box and seal them up, and that would be that. And then when they get older, they'll find them and go, oh my goodness, look at this. And these ones, maybe I could send them in to get them graded, but I probably wouldn't get very high grades. Yeah, I mean, they are weathered, but, you know, Woody Fryman, Don Money. These are 75, 76, 75. I think 1976, perhaps. 75. Anyway, Terry Harmon, Fred Kendall, and then the Earn Run Leaders. Yeah, I don't know if I'll send these in. We'll see. I'll price them out and see if they're worth sending in. So I want to share that with everybody. Thanks for watching tonight. If you go to the YouTube channel, please subscribe. Please like the videos, comment, thumbs up, all that good stuff. If you like these here, please share them. Thumbs up to those too. Write some comments. I'd love to hear from people. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video of my pull from the archives, the old cars, and over 30 years ago. I wanted to see what was in there, and we looked through them, and nothing special, just, you know, more historic cards than good quality things here. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of the evening, and hope to see y'all soon.